Hi everyone. Today we have with us Dr. Akshay Kutpaje. He's the head and neck surgical oncologist at HCG. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
Can you please tell us about head and neck cancer?
So, as a head and neck surgeon, I deal with the site in the body which is quite complex. That is, any treatment of this region will significantly affect the speech as well as swallowing. So, we need to take care not only about getting out the cancer, that is in the form of surgery, but also reconstructing the part and then following with the rehabilitation, so that the patient can go back to the society, able to eat and drink and be able to face the society.
Doctor, what are the common symptoms of head and neck cancer?
So the common symptoms of head and neck cancers depends on the which site the tumor is there. So majority of the cancers what we see in our country is oral cavity cancers. So they usually present with an ulcer which doesn't heal for more than 4 to 6 weeks. It has pain, it bleeds on touch. If there is any loose tooth, that's again one of the symptom which needs attention. We need to consult a doctor, get it checked, and if need requires to get a biopsy done. If there is any if there is any cancer in the back of the throat, in the windpipe or in the food pipe, the common symptom is that they have problem eating and drinking. Either it can be for solid food or liquid food, and sometimes change in voice. If there is if the certain patients present with breathing difficulty, that's where the patient usually has an advanced voice box tumors. They can also present with some lump in the neck, so that also needs attention, needs to get a needle biopsy done and needs to be checked.
What are the treatment options available for this kind of cancers?
So treatment options in cancer is generally surgery, radiation with or without chemotherapy. That again depends on the site of the tumor, the stage of the tumor. So in the head and neck region, the oral cavity, the vocal cord when they are presented early, the thyroid and the nose and the sinuses are usually treated primarily with surgery. Depending on the pathological stage, they undergo additional therapies in the form of radiation and chemotherapy based on the histopathological features. If it's in the back of the tongue or the oropharynx or in the voice box or the food pipe, they usually get treated with chemoradiation, and then surgery comes only when there is a disease which is unfortunately left back, and then we do something called a salvage surgery to cure those patients.
So, doctor, what are the treatment options available for head and neck cancers, and is it curable?
So the answer to your first question, the treatment options available for head and neck cancers or cancer in general is surgery, radiation with or without chemotherapy. So the so the treat it so it depends, really depends on the site of the tumor. So for example, the oral cavity tumor or an early glottic tumors or at the thyroid cancers, the surgery becomes the preferred modality of treatment. So in oral cavity cancer, so what we do is in surgery, so we need to get the cancer out with margins. You need to get the cancer out from the roots. That is, we remove the tumor, looking at the clinical picture, intraoperative decision making, as well as incorporating imaging into factor to get the tumor out completely with margins. And then since these sites have a high incidence of throwing up nodal metastasis in the neck, so we do a neck dissection as well in these cases. If it is it's an advanced stage oral cavity tumors, usually we do a surgery, that is treatment of the primary. If it's a tongue tumor, we remove the tongue tumor, do a neck dissection, clear the lymph nodes, and then further treat them with radiation or chemotherapy based on the high risk factors which we see on histopathological examination. When you have a back of the tongue cancer or an oropharynx cancer, or in the larynx and in hypopharynx cancers, these are generally treated with chemoradiation so that the organ can be preserved. So if you have to do a surgery for an advanced larynx or an hypopharynx or a throat cancers, usually it will result in removal of the voice box, end up in a permanent stoma. So these cases we generally treat with chemoradiation. Having said that, select early glottic cancers, that is like we call it T1, T2 or the stage 1, stage 2 vocal cord cancers. This is the only specific site where we have a role of surgery as a first modality, because with the help of a transoral laser surgery, we can do these surgeries through the mouth, oncologically safe, and to cure these patients. Coming to the second part of your question, whether cancers are curable. So cancers are very much curable. So if the cancers are detected early, that is, if you pick up a cancer in a stage 1 or a stage 2, then the cure rates are up to about 60 to 80% for an oral cavity site. If we pick up a patient, if a patient presents to us with a stage 3 or a stage 4 cancers, the survival dips down, but still our intent is cure. So we'll be able to cure about 40 to 60%, 40% of the about 40% of the patients. The other sites, such as if you have a thyroid cancer is very much curable. So other sites in the head and neck, we talk about 2-year or 5-year survival. Whereas in the thyroid cancer, if it's majority of them are something called a well differentiated thyroid cancers, and that have a cure rates close to 90-95%.
Thank you, Dr. Akshay. I think that will be quite insightful. For our viewers, if you have any queries, please feel free to post in the comment section and we'll get back to you. Thank you.